Chat. Why is it when I'm not live, the craziest shit happens? Why is that? Why is it when I'm not live, the craziest shit happens? It's messy on the floor. Yeah, I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna clean it. Tuesday is normally the off day, because otherwise I don't get an off day in the week. And I thought like IG, TT, it's probably not that big of a deal. TT just changed their roster. It's probably a stomp. And it's TheShy's first official pentakill. GTA 6 announcement comes out. Like, I'm not live for one day. GTA 6 trailer comes out. TheShy gets a pentakill. Inter versus Barcelona is the best fucking Champions League semifinal ever. Apparently, I haven't watched it. But Lil Pup's not live for a bit. Okay, so apparently MKOI has some problems. MKOI has some problems. Which roster do you think would win? JDG or Humalife? Bro, Humalife would eat them. Humalife would eat them alive. What is that question? This took me way too long. My fraud is sleeping. Quick, do something cool. TheShy gets a pentakill. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Chat. Everyone, behold. Everyone, behold greatness.
They find that Galio Heroes entrance. Rookie, they're in a 1v3. Will get
Rookie
inting.
Down.
And they lose at least one more here, potentially, as Mako will headbutt set out.
Gala clicking.
IG get the Atacama,
TheShy sees the angle. Boom! 1. Boom! 2. Boom! 3. Boom! 4. Boom! 5. TheShy is bold as. What did he just say?
TheShy gets a Penta after all the criticism onto him. Someone phone up Caedrel. I know he's not streaming. Your boy just cleaned up a whole team.
Flash, Drake, Hound.
He gets a pentakill and he gets called bold?
On in and just murders two. Finds his angle, finds a third, can look for everyone. He's got the Quadra. And Penta can look for that glorious pentakill. TheShy is bold as
TheShy is. Chat, he didn't say bold! He said bold!
Penta after all the criticism onto him. Someone phone up Caedrel. I know he's not streaming. Your boy just cleaned up a whole team.
Flash, Drake, Hound, Stomp. He absolutely breaks the backline's ankle. Watch again. He picks his moment sublimely.
Holy shit, man.
That is absolutely insane.
Haters will say the IG won't make worlds. And they'll call me a fake fan because I wasn't live for his pentakill. But we all know the truth. They will make it. And I will watch them and they will win when I watch them. I will win. We will win together. It's crazy, you know? Caedrel's not live for one game. That game. New kill record. 14 Elder Dragons. 3 Baron steals. Over 100 kills. Most entertaining game ever. Base races. TheShy pentakill. The next Faker is found. League 2's been released. The League MMO's announced. The universe has found time travel. Like, what is that? What is that? When Caedrel is live, 4 kills, snooze fest, shit, fucking dog shit, worst entertainment product, fucking dog shit league game ever. Unwatchable. What did I do to deserve that? Like, what did I do? How does that happen? It's happened this year. It's happened this year and I don't know why. Someone's f***ing with me. It's like that Black Mirror episode, the new one, where she's got that necklace and she controls the universe and then she convinces people that fucking she didn't drink the milk or whatever it was. Caedrel is live. Make it a shit game. Make it a shit game. Ridiculous, that's what it is. Ridiculous, that's what it is, chat. It's ridiculous. Okay, there's a lot to read here. We'll go to it in a sec. Faker's birthday. Yo, happy birthday to you. Like I said, 1996 is a great year for League of Legends. What a fantastic year for League of Legends. 1996 is the birth year in League with the most world titles. It has Faker, Deft, Reckless, and me. 1996, baby. There it is. The most world titles. What the fuck is this? Spinta? What the f is Spinta? No, 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 we can't add that. We can't add that. We can't add that, chat. We can't add that. We can't add that. Bro, that emote looks fucked up. Something looks wrong with that emote. What is happening behind Movistar Koi? Okay, how much time do we have? We have 5 minutes. English isn't my first language. Murder's Post will be translated from different Spanish sources. The afternoon of May the 6th, the Al Leo podcast was revealed that their hosts had a lot of information of the organization that is rumored. The first incident happened was with the Valorant team, where the main roster, who was last for the last 2 years, who is 1-8, didn't want any player or coach to join from the Movistar Academy, which just won the Rising Spanish League. Even some players openly said they would bench themselves if any Academy players would join. Okay. Regarding the LoL team, it's where big news dropped. There are all insights revealed by the Al Leo program. During the last days, there have been revealed huge negative news related to Movistar Koi internally functioning. They have been gathering and fact-checking our information before making it public. We think it's time to come clear and speak about it. Supporting a club doesn't mean tolerating abuse, negligence, or mismanagement, what the players have gone through. Players that were sick were not taken to the doctors or given medication, but instead were treated with a homeopathy. A chef, knowing that Super was allergic to nuts, started experimenting to guess which one he was allergic to without previous notice. What? Also, one of the players was given caffeine before a match, knowing that he was sensitive to it and had a shaky state. Okay, what the fuck do you mean? Experimenting to guess which nut he was allergic to. A convivence troubled by a toxic environment where players talk shit to each other, causing necessary tension. Players were finding crystal shards in their smoothies. During Worlds, after stating that they didn't want to keep working with that chef, who is now the Vitality one, the club didn't offer a solution and they were forced to eat delivery food every day. These conditions affected players in a physical, emotional, economical way, and they had a bonus performance clause, which activation depended solely on Till's personal judgment. Till is the head of performance. That clause was completely subjective and unfair. Melzet had part of his bonus denied for talking on stream about how he thought the academy should be managed. Alvaro and Super had these bonuses denied for stating that they didn't want to work with the chef, and also for getting into arguments with some of the Mad Lion staff. The behavior towards the psychologist was also embarrassing. His work was constantly getting interrupted. He was paid less than half of the chef. His stays in Berlin were not paid for, since they didn't want him there. And Melzet, the coach, had to pay psychologists flights to Madrid for a boot camp since the club didn't want him to be there. These situations are unacceptable. If Ibai feels that Mad Lions, part of the organization, has ruined both Movistar Koi and his dream, and if this situation internally doesn't change by the end of the year, Ibai will be leaving the organization before 2026, and is the main reason that he stopped co-streaming. I thought Ibai stopped co-streaming so he could get more time for himself or something. But if he stopped co-streaming because there's internal issues in Koi... Bro, losing Ibai for the league scene would be a horror. Like, I wonder what would happen to Koi if Ibai left. Would the fan base just disappear? Is he like the reason there's a fan base? Lost Ratones Ibai. Chat, I don't know what's gonna happen to Lost Ratones at the end of the year. I don't know if Lost Ratones is gonna exist by the end of the year. I don't know if we're gonna be in a tier 1 region. I don't know if we're gonna be in fucking Korea. Bro, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to Lost Ratones. The landscape ain't easy, man. The landscape is not easy. Dear ones, after analyzing the situation and speaking on behalf of Ibai and that guy and myself, we decided that sports and executive management in Europe will begin to be handled from Spain for the first time since the merger. Okay, I don't get it. 07 fired. No, not 07 fired. Listen, we all started this journey together, and I'm trying to find ways to make sure I mean, this is really off topic. But it's nothing to worry about yet. Nothing to worry about yet. I'm trying to find ways to make the team work. If we can't find ways to make the team work, it's gonna suck, you know. But maybe the team shuts down. Maybe the team doesn't shut down. Maybe the team goes to like maybe the team can make it into a tier 1 region. There's like talks about stuff right now. Maybe the team, because listen, I don't think anyone, and I don't think we want to sit here and grind ERLs for years with so yeah, we'll see what we can do. If nothing happens, then... Okay, basically, what I'm trying to say here is, if there was loads of third-party tournaments, yeah? If there was loads of third-party tournaments, or there was a way to qualify into a major region, in the LEC, for example, it would be really, really easy for Lost Photons to have a goal. Because then we're actually playing for something. And it gives, like, if there's tournaments every few weeks or every month, then it, like, makes it so much easier for the calendar. Or if there's a way to qualify into the league, it makes it so much easier. I'm not trying to complain, I'm just saying that the way that the team's structured around content and competing, without those opportunities, it makes it very difficult to do anything. Sorry, I closed that by accident. I was reading it. I'm also a bit sick, sorry. I was a bit sick yesterday. What does he mean by Spain has taken over? Spain has become the owner of it. There's Mad Lions, who is the American pod, and MKOI, who is the Spanish pod. It was the American pod who was in charge, and now the other will be in charge. Okay, well that's good already, I guess. But I guess the MKOI merger is they're locked with Mad Lions forever, right? You don't get it? Okay, so TLDR, Mad Lions side of the MKOI agreement of the team is not doing very nice for the players, and it's causing a lot of bad things. And now the Spanish side has taken over to fix it. And if they fix it, everything's okay, I presume, right? I presume everything's okay. But bro, after reading through this, the two main things that I'm concerned about is, what do you mean that a chef was knowing that Super was experimenting? Surely that's against the law. Like, what? Is there a fucking law against that? What do you mean experimenting? The fuck is that guy on? That's gotta be illegal. That guy needs to go to fucking jail or some shit. And then what is crystal shards in their smoothies? Was there like a drug? Was there someone on fucking drugs or some shit? Just dropping? What is it? What is it? Crystal shards? Oh, glass. Glass. Bro, how did glass get into their smoothies? What? Broken glass? What? So the chef was giving him nuts to see if he was allergic to them, and then he had glass in the smoothies that he was making for them? How did that guy get a job? Hello? How did that guy get a job? That's all fucking cooked, that situation. It's times like these, okay? Soft, like, off-topic rant, okay? It's times like these where I feel like the player needs to have a good agent, okay? And the reason I say that is because the players can say to their agents, yo, this doesn't feel nice. Like, the chef's trying to fucking kill me. I found glass in my fucking drink. Our psychologist is gone. Whatever it is, you know, whatever it is. You tell your agent, and your agent gets their fucking fist out, calls up the team, and is like, what the fuck are you doing with my player? What the fuck? Like, the player can't do much. It's not like the player can complain to the staff and be like, I mean, he can, but it's not like they're gonna do anything about it half the time. Because they're too higher up people who make the decisions probably don't even get to speak. He doesn't probably even get to speak to them. Like when I was a pro player, I never got to speak to like the owners of the team or anything like that. You need an agent that can fucking get their fist out and ram it into the team and be like, yo, you're fucking with my player, whatever it is. Or they need to have clauses in the contract, whether it's like if they have these bonuses or whatever. Why is it that the agent allowed it so that the bonuses of performance are subjective? That makes no sense in a player contract. If you have a bonus for performance, it says in the contract, if you finish top 6, you get this. If you finish top 2, you get this. If you make worlds, you get this. It's not a case of, here's a clause that says, if you do well, I'll think about it. Like, that's complete bullshit. No, you get it in writing. You get it in writing, and you fucking enforce it when it happens. And you get paid for it. How have they allowed clauses like that? Bro, when the Spanish staff takes over, first kick that chef, or if he's not already kicked. Second, go into all the player contracts and be fair. Like, how have they... Where the fuck was it? The coach has it as well. Why the fuck... Bonus denied for talking on stream about some shit. And then the players had the bonuses denied because they didn't want to work with the chef. It's all subjective bollocks, bro. Get it in writing. Okay, well, hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's all good. Apparently, if the Spanish side's taking over, that's great. If the Spanish side's taking over, that'll fix it. And hopefully Ibai stays and shit like that.
Rocco finally reunited.
Alright, chat, we got Diablo.
Rocco looked
The chef's already
I
out. Yeah,
want to
that's good.
say like his 2022 self, not his 2023
What else do we have for news?
self.
I feel like we have
That
loads
was,
of news we haven't gone to
we'll
yet.
remember.
Yeah, chat, I saw the simple back on phase. Simple back on phase. There's also some other stuff going on. LEC has recorded a deficit of 28 million euros in 2023, and the league currently sits at minus 53 million euros. Coinbase is now sponsoring League of Legends and Valorant across both games.
Even in LCK Cup, maybe a little bit less in LCK Cup, actually. But in the beginning of the season, at least,
Yeah.
whereas
Tapered off.
kind of
A lot of people are like,
Yeah, towards
a
the
lot
end
of people
round
are.
one, I do agree with you
I don't know
there,
if
Valdez.
maybe I want to piss people off by saying that,
Stand
but
out
I think that's a good thing.
and
Like, why are
really
people
is
upset?
in all-
Well,
This is actually an interesting matchup for me between
if you
these
think
two
about
teams,
it,
especially when
Riot
it's
is now
because
sponsored by
Fnatic
they're sponsored by EWC and they're sponsored by Coinbase. So the side of Riot that is sponsored by it, I believe, is the esports side. So the money goes into esports to pay, I presume, for production value, events, whatever else, content, things, fucking shit like that.
No rise for Vikla. A rise ban on the blue side, or rather on the red side, when Rod of Ages was already nerfed.
I don't know. I don't know where
really
their
see
money goes,
Vikla
you
as
know.
a
But
big
that's
Rise player.
as far as I'm aware, that's where the money is going
Not sure
to,
about
at
that
least.
one.
I don't know where it goes
Definitely
from there.
interesting, but we do know
My
that
teammate
the
Expect, we were playing
really
a
alive
series or a
competitor
game against fucking, I don't know who it was, Fnatic.
flying through the
He,
draft.
this is not an ad or anything. This is actually a true story. We were on the backstage. He grabbed the Red Bull. He one-shot the whole Red Bull, instant, gulp, 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 crushed the can, threw it into the bin, walked on stage and said, let's fuck them, yeah? We get on stage, I've got my headset on, I'm talking to him, and we're about to start drafting. He says, I feel sick. I'm like, what the? No wonder you fucking feel sick. You just completely one-shot the can, you didn't even sip it. You just completely one-tapped it. He just... I was like, bro, what are you doing? Why did you do that? Why are you completely one-tapping it? Why are you completely one-tapping the can? And he's just sitting there like, why can't you just sip it? Why can't you just sip it? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to just get coffees and just start pounding them for caffeine? Like, you can't just do that. You have to take it easy. Worlds brought to you by Coinbase.
But we also know from teams like
I don't see a
Fnatic
problem with it.
and
I don't- why-
KT
I
and
don't see a problem with
EDG that
Coinbase,
there
man, I'm
are-
crazy.
TES even, that there are parts that you just can't.
You know,
I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it.
And then
But
dashes away, and
basically,
he just gets equalized.
how do I
and they
say
go
this?
Over the wall, and he just dies. He's level 12 Gwen. As now Kellen in kind of a rough spot. He's just going to go in because that's what he's doing
XGG
all
coin.
game. He's going to flash away.
no.
An
alcohol sponsor? Like, okay, I don't know if it's just me. Like, for example, even alcohol sponsors, I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't know. If they were sponsored by fucking Jack Daniels, I wouldn't care.
Exhaust on Diablo, but it doesn't really matter, right? The game was lost long before
I feel like
this.
every sport has
Go
like.
try, but they do get taken down.
I feel like
That is now
there's this. Okay,
almost
Fuck,
10K
man.
gold lead.
I don't know how to say this without people getting fucking mad at me.
I mean,
But I'm trying to be
coming
real.
into the series, we were very
Like,
split
every
on
sport is sponsored
Reds,
by loads
I
of
think for a
things
good reason.
to keep the
Like,
sport
Rose
alive,
great last
you
time
know?
out, Croc
Or
they
whatever
have
it may
to
be.
win.
Sport, e-sport, whatever it is. Because if they didn't have it, they probably would be in fucking financial turmoil. And League right now is fucking cooked financially. It's absolutely destroyed. So when things like Coinbase come in, I just don't care, you know?
Some
Like,
of that is pedals, but
if it doesn't, it's just gonna die.
This was the first pick. We blinded this.
Yes.
Like, look at any sports you're watching, it has the
Yes, they
same
did.
thing.
They
It's
did,
probably
not
even
League.
bigger. So people will complain when like Riot or League has it, so they can actually be financially kind of stable, and it's a huge problem. And I'm like, bro, you just have to accept at this point. Like, it just happened. It's just gonna be the way it is. It's just
to save him.
just
This
did it.
player just keeps getting more kills. How many kills is this guy gonna get in this game? I think it's 11 so far.
Double digits.
And it's a Rebel Baron
If
power
it's
play.
these things are
More than
avoidable,
11,000
sure,
gold lead now.
but they're
It's being
they're
carried.
not. Like, it just isn't. Unless you want everything to just go
It's just
underwater,
game one.
teams to just
We knew
die,
this one
and
was
then
over pretty early
you look
on.
back and you're like, well,
It's still kind
if they
of,
did this, they would be okay.
dreadful if you're a bro fan to watch this happen. We're gonna see.
Like, I was watching
What is that
CS the other day, and
gonna
every
be?
like
I imagine they're going to
in
go
between
to
rounds and shit, it was like
blue side,
constant pop-ups of all
where
these
the
perma ads of
prioritization's
like,
going to be, 'cause
you know.
the top gap in this
Oh, it's
game was
Was
a
it
lot
Blast or
levels
some shit?
Yeah.
Every time you open up posts, it's viewership's dying, money's gone.
Caedrel is doing a ton here.
And I love
actually,
League
but
and I
it
love the
just
esport.
doesn't matter
And I
as
wanted to
they
stay
go
around
on
for as long as
closer.
possible.
This Nefiri's kind of going crazy, but the Penta angle is denied.
I do think there's lines, you know, like for me, this is really egregious, you know? This is really egregious. Maybe a bit too, like, on the nose, you know? Like, this is mid-round. This is live. This is a live stream, by the way. This is live. Like, that's obviously quite egregious. And I think you have to, like, pick and choose your battles and pick and choose where the ads go and shit like that. You know, and get what you can get out of it. Stuff like that, I'm like, holy fuck, that's like... That's fucking... That's in my ass. I think a great way of incorporating things, okay, and you're gonna say this is like a weird glaze, but it's true. This is really true. Is like... I think something that I think is a great ad part is like... Okay, I don't know how to say this because now I'm a Red Bull athlete, so you're gonna say like, you're just saying this, but I'm not. But like Red Bull Baron Power Play, that is great. It's a play on words and it sounds amazing. That's a great way of like incorporating an ad into a game that actually makes sense. You know, I don't see any problem with that. I see absolutely no problem with that. It's not too in my face, it's not like in my ears, it doesn't bother me. It's a great ad read. But things where it like zooms out the game to like make like the thing around it where it looks like it's an ad that's not part of the stream, you know? You know those ads that pop up when you're watching something, like they come at the bottom of your screen and they come at the sides of your screen and they come at the top of your screen? Making that on a main broadcast, I feel like that's oh my god, that's like fucking hell. Because the thing is, like, what I've realized myself is that all this Coinbase stuff or whatever it is all the teams are sponsored by things that you probably don't like already. Or they're doing things you don't like already. But they're going to do more stuff like this to stay alive. Like, it's just going to happen. It's just like, there's no way for me to say it. It is just going to happen. More and more. Like, the contracts changed over time, right? There was a clause in Riot contracts, I think, in like 2018, where it said no gambling, no alcohol, no crypto. That was it. It said no gambling, no alcohol, no crypto. That clause is, over the years, it went from no gambling, no alcohol, no crypto, to no gambling, no alcohol, to no gambling, to no... Now it's all gone. That clause has disappeared over the last 8 years. If I'm gonna get fucking cancelled for that take, that I want the game to stay alive, and I feel like Coinbase is not that egregious, then fucking send it. Send it! Alright, I want to read this article about LEC money going down a lot. So, LEC is obviously like struggling big time, but what is the... So, Riot Games made 1.5 billion euros in sales. What the fuck in 2023? 1.5 billion. This is LEC. Revenue, expenses, and net results. So, in 2020, it made a loss by not that much, but a little bit. 2021, it made a big loss. 2022, same loss. 2023, mega loss. I'm guessing 2024 is also a loss. But this is when they, this is where they lost like almost 30 million in 2023. And this is where they started the layoffs. And they removed all of the fucking, they removed loads of staff. If I watch their streams, if I watch the Riot streams and they get sponsored by things, of course they'll be on my stream too. Like if I watch them with their sponsor, it's just, I can't, what do you want me to do? A show under pressure. League sponsorships deals are declining, broadcasting rights deals which rare or non-existent, and merchandising sales which are insufficient to cover the league expenses. So yeah, I mean sponsorships are becoming less and less. Broadcasting rights, which I think broadcasting rights basically means you pay to watch or some shit. And merchandising is obviously like fucking... I think they do like LEC t-shirts, or maybe it's like the logos in the game or something, or whatever it is. Riot cut 11% of its workforce at the beginning of 2024, around 530 positions. This reduction, intended to simplify internal structures and cut costs, came despite the company's growing profitability. Though Riot's esports ventures have seen near unparalleled results, at least in the context... I would love to know what Valorant's doing. The LEC also had to rethink its relationship with franchising. It cancelled 2 million euros of franchise fees originally spread out and modified the minimum payment guaranteed.